Now, I know a lot of you guys at home really love those 30-second videos where we get, the person just goes right to the point. You guys just want the Cliff's Notes. You just want, well, what do I do? Well, guess what? This isn't that video. I'm gonna explain things for you guys so you do it properly and actually build a nice set of abs. What's going on, everybody? I'm Johnny with SixPack Abs. In this video today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over a complete ab training routine. You see, there needs to be a particular type of exercises you throw into your ab routine if you wanna train each muscle group interdependently. So if you haven't already seen it, we did do a video a little while ago on this same topic, and I showed you guys a couple different movements. You can check out that video right here. But for today's video, I'm gonna break it down even a little bit further. And what we're gonna do is discuss the 4 types of exercises that you need in order to completely train your abs. And then I'm gonna break them down for you so you can do them at the gym or you can do them at home. All right, so let's get into it. So the first type of exercise that you need is what's called a crunching movement, okay? So these are very, very common. Obviously, you see people doing these crunching movements, whether they're on the floor, whether they're on a bench. It doesn't matter. But the idea there is we're going to achieve lumbar flexion. Okay, so that's the idea behind a crunch. Now, most people you see doing crunches actually aren't really getting much lumbar flexion. They're not doing crunches right. So we're going to make sure that we actually get up high enough so we have lower lumbar flexion. That's a good thing. All right, there are times where we want flexion in our back. Why do we want flexion in our back? Because that's the primary role of our rectus abdominis, your abs right here. So that's the first thing we're gonna do is a crunching movement. The second thing we're gonna do is a leg lifting or a leg raising movement. So for today, since we're in the gym, I'm gonna do some hanging leg raises. But if you're at home and you don't have much, you can do lying leg raises right on the floor. This is another great way to train the rectus abdominis, but also some of your internal muscles in your abs. There are different sheaths and different layers to your abdominal cavity. And in order to get into those deep layers and deep sheaths, you need to be doing different types of exercise. So that's why we did the crunching one. And now that's why we're doing a leg raise or a leg lifting movement. The third type of exercise that we need for complete core training is a rotational movement. Okay, this is really good for our transverse abdominis as well as our internal and external obliques. The fourth and final exercise we need is an anti-rotational movement. So what is that? So that's where we're gonna have being a force applied to our core, and we're basically gonna be preventing that using our core muscles. So those are the 4 types of exercises that you need in your ab training. And now I'm gonna show you exactly which specific ones we're gonna do for the home and at the gym. All right, well, guys, for this video, we're gonna go ahead and pop the top off because we're doing abs here. It is the middle of winter though, so I do have my winter coat on right now. So just bear with me, but you can still see them. They're still there. I've been doing this a long time. All right, so the first exercise we're gonna do are decline crunches or decline sit-ups. I don't really call them necessarily a sit-up, but you are gonna sit up and crunch enough to where what we talked about is you're getting lower lumbar flexion. Okay, that's how you're gonna put your abdominals, your rectus abdominis through its full range of motion. So in comparison, if you're doing little short, tiny curls like this all the time, you're not gonna build a great set of biceps. You're just not. Same thing with crunches. If you're doing these little, tiny, little short crunches all the time, you're not gonna have great abs. So listen to me, I'm gonna show you the right way to do it. So we're gonna get on our decline bench here. This is our super fancy little foldable one. Now, first things first. I see a lot of people, the first thing they do is, oh, decline. Bam, let's put that thing all the way down. I get it. It's a decline, but that's a pretty extreme decline. And if you've never done these before, you're gonna struggle with that decline. So why don't we lift this up a little bit so you can start somewhere, get really good at it, and then get it lower. Okay, so that was decline bench crunches. Now, if you don't have a decline bench, a lot of you probably don't, it's okay. You can do these with no equipment. Do them at home, do them on the ground. Same thing though, the big key here is we're looking for lower lumbar flexion. So you need to make sure that you're getting your upper back, a little thoracic spine flexion, and you're bringing your head and your elbows towards your knees. Now, the second exercise, second type of exercise we need for complete ab training are a leg lifting or leg raising maneuver. So we have a pull-up bar here, basic leg lifts, leg raises here. Now the key is you want to try to minimize the involvement of your hip flexors in this. You really need to focus on your breathing. I like to breathe in on my way up and out on my way down. And make sure you're getting the full stretch and contraction. Again, short, choppy reps aren't going to build good abs. All right, now for those of you at home, if you don't have a pull-up bar, that's okay. You can do them on the ground too. No excuses. All right, now for our third type of ab exercise that we need for complete ab training is a core rotational movement. Now there are a lot of different types of core rotational movements you can do. This one I really like for achieving hypertrophy. So that's going for maximum growth. So really trying to develop a nice set of abs. So when you develop thicker muscles in your abs, when the actual thickness of the muscle fibers gets thicker, you can see your abs at higher body fat percentage. Who wouldn't want that, okay? So for our at gym exercise, we're gonna do cable Woodchoppers. Now, if you're at home, easy solution with the resistance band. You just, all you have to do is loop the resistance band on a nice object, and then you're good. Now, if you wanna take a nice athletic stance, I always like to put the lead hand in charge. So put this lead hand on first and then cover it up here. That way you're doing most of the pulling with your core. You essentially just want your arms to be leveraged. You don't wanna use your arms to do any of the pulling, all core. Slight bend of the knees, athletic stance. Okay, so that was the example for being at the gym using a pulley. Now, if you don't have a pulley, which a lot of us don't have at home, just need a resistance band. Same thing, get enough distance, get a nice athletic stance, and rotate using your core. All right, everybody. Now, the fourth and final type of exercise we need for complete ab training is a core anti-rotational exercise. So similar to a core rotation, but this time it's going to be more of an isometric style of contraction. You have eccentric when you lengthen, you have concentric when you shorten the muscle, and then you have isometric when you essentially hold the muscle in position. So that's what we're gonna do today for this final piece of our core training, Pallof Press. So with the cable, all you need to do is take a nice athletic stance, bring it in close to your chest, make sure there's enough tension here on the cable, and all you're gonna do is press out and back. So when you do this, as your hands get further away from your body, you start to apply more rotational force against your body, and your core is preventing that body from rotating. So you can essentially do that from both sides. And if you're at home, same thing. You just need a resistance band. Make sure you have enough tension, get it in front of you nice and close, press out and back, out and back. All right, everybody. So those are the four types of ab exercises that you need for complete ab training. I gave you an example for the gym and for the home. Now, I want to hear back. I want to hear how the exercises go. Leave a comment below, leave us some feedback. If you have any other questions on ab training or any other type of training, make sure and comment below. You actually can work with us one-on-one in our coaching. We provide custom workouts, meal plans, everything you need to really accomplish your goals. There'll be some information on how to contact us here in the description below. And we will also reach out to you directly and discuss with you some options. So if you are interested in coaching and working with us one-on-one, make sure and check out the link below in the description. Now, for the rest of you guys, please leave a comment below. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't like. Share this video, give us a like, and subscribe to us. We're still here. We're SixPack Abs. This is Johnny. We'll see you next time.